So I just got back from the gym. It is 10 minutes after 7 o'clock. Obviously, I'm here at night alone, and it's time to feed colubrid snakes. So yeah, you know, I always tell people, like, the most boring day for me is when I have to feed 1,000 snakes. You know, there's nothing else really major going on. So I guess if that's boring, then I have a pretty blessed life. So hey, we're gonna go ahead and get these rodents on a cart, and I feed mainly frozen. I do feed live to stuff that won't eat frozen, but today I'm just feeding frozen, so anyone that's watching doesn't have to freak out about live food. And by the way, you guys know my policy. I never feed live food on film. Again, I prefer not to. I feel bad for the rodents, but so frozen rodents today. Got a lot of snakes to feed, so let's get this done. Here's a handy little tip for you guys if you ever want it. So obviously we're thawing our rodents in warm water, so you don't want it to be hot because then it actually kind of explodes the insides and it gets all grody, so don't do that. Warm water for, you know, an hour, hour and a half or whatever. Even if it's a little longer, it's no problem. But anyways, you know, trying to drain them is sometimes a pain. So what we do is we just took a bucket like this and we just cut holes in it, you know, in the bottom, and see how it just drains out right down there. And you can just dump the rodents in there like that, let it drain out, and then once you're done with the draining, just put it on. Like I said, we use paper towel just to, you know, because you know, especially with the bedding that we use, the wood shavings, you know, prefer not to have, you know, the wet mouse sticking to the bedding, and then ultimately the snakes eat the bedding, you know. Now listen, if they eat one or two or a handful of little chips, it's not gonna hurt them. Listen, these animals are in the wild eating branches and dirt and grass and weeds, so don't think, oh my god, that snake ate a little piece of wood shaving, he says now it's gonna die. But that being said, we do dump them onto paper towels so that they dry out a little bit better. So after I, you know, get them all nice and shaken off here, I just dump them on here. And this is my my first round of mice that I'll feed off tonight. So gotta feed this aisle here, and then the back side of that aisle, and then one other short aisle. So yeah, let's get rolling. So guys, I typically put on gloves when I'm feeding and spot cleaning for two reasons. Number one, just for sanitary purposes. Who wants rodents on their hand and smelling, you know, even when you wash it 2 or 3 times, you still have that kind of odor. So that's one thing, sanitary. Also, if I'm switching from one group of animals to another group of animals and I don't want to cross-contaminate, I could just take the gloves off rather than washing my hands 10 or 12 times. I do the same thing when I spot clean. Every time I get to a new group of animals, I just strip the glove off, get going. So it's pretty simple, good little trick for you. And these gloves only cost, I don't know, $5 for a whole box or something like that. So it's well worth it. Now you might notice that some cages I'm actually just throwing some mice onto the bedding, and other cages I'm actually handing the mouse to the snake. That's a matter of getting to know your animals really well. Literally, some prefer to just be left alone. You just set it on the bedding and you walk away from it, shut the cage, walk away. Other ones just won't eat that way, so they need to actually be handed the food. So again, some even need a little bit of teasing to get going. So that's just a matter of knowing your animals. So even though you might have 10 corn snakes, let's say, not all 10 corn snakes are going to eat the same way. Get to know each individual animal and what they want, and then they're going to be the healthiest because you're giving them exactly what they need. So there it is, guys. It's done feeding. It's a little after 9 o'clock right now, so it took me about 2 hours roughly to feed everything, so not too bad. And again, we'll go through tomorrow and spot clean everything, mark everything, what ate, and keep moving on. So now it's time to head home, have a little family time at night, so relax and do it all over again tomorrow. Let's get out of here. Hey Lori, come check this out. I got a surprise. This is actually really cool. You're gonna love this. Follow me.
I'm gonna love it.
Yes.
I don't know about that.
Take a look at this.
I've seen that before.
Take a look. Hey, here, Trevor, you hold on to this one. Mm-hmm. Dig around in there. Little babies.
Wow.
That's so cool.
Isn't that awesome?
That actually is. I never thought I would see the day.
I didn't expect them to.
What
be
do we
so
get, 4?
large as babies.
Look at how beautiful they are. Look at those
They
things.
are. That's awesome. This is a long time coming.
I know, we've been working on this for like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
Oh my gosh, look at that, guys.
that is awesome.
That's Mama. That's Trevor. He's the man
Daddy.
that actually, he's the daddy.
I'm kind of the daddy. All right, I'll take it. That's
This
so
one kind of looks
exciting.
like you.
I'll name him after me.
They almost look the
Kind of
same.
looks like me, yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That is
so
really cool. Yeah.
I didn't expect them to be so big as babies.
Yeah.
So guys, isn't that awesome? I mean, so we've been working with these smooth scale sand boas for probably 7 years or so, and never even had a normal yet, let alone a sunset. And the sunsets are obviously these ones with these really beautiful colors in them. I mean, you can see what they're like. So after 7 years, we produced 4 babies. So there we are. We're off and running. And guess what? I think Trevor, what do you think we should keep them or sell them?
I want to keep them.
I want to keep them.
Trevor's buying them.
Hey, I'll take it. Sure, why not?
So that's pretty cool, man. I am absolutely jazzed. Oh, you're so cute. It's awesome. Here.
I initially thought I left the mail in, but I was like, I took the mail out a long time ago. I
Isn't
don't
it-
understand
aren't
how
they
they
big?
could get on there.
Okay, guys, so I'm basically getting close to being done and going to be out of here, heading to the gym tonight and kind of relaxing for the rest of the night. It's been a long day at work, but wanted to cover a couple things with you guys before I go, just update you on the way things are here. Number one, I wanted to talk about just my kind of new attitude towards life. About 6 or 8 weeks ago, some things happened. Some people know about what happened with my accounts and stuff like that. It really changed the way I looked at things in general. Number one, I was so involved with social media that all I really thought about was what to tweet next, what to Instagram next. And to be honest with you, I kind of started to pull away from the things that mattered to me. In particular, I wasn't around my family as much. And another thing that really was interesting was that as I became more successful in the online world, I was so busy that I wasn't able to really work with the animals like I had in the past. So, and there is a saying that says, the more successful you get, the less you do what made you successful. In my case, what kind of grew the success of BHB and ultimately snake bites and all the other stuff was the fact that I really have a passion as well as kind of a ability to work with animals. I understand, not just reptiles and snakes, but really all animals. I just love them. I just was born with that gene. But unfortunately, over the last couple years, there were long periods of time where I wasn't really involved with animals at all. I mean, I was traveling to film stuff and certainly working with animals when I film stuff, but I wasn't actually physically caring for very many animals. I was really overseeing other people that were caring for my animals, which, I've had some great people work with me, and I've had some really terrible people work with me. And the funny thing is, of course, the worst people that work with me typically left under the worst circumstances because they were terrible people working with my animals, so they have the worst opinion of me. And of course, oftentimes are the people that are going out there and complaining the most about what kind of a person I am. But you think about it, obviously someone that gets fired from a job is probably not going to have the best things to say about it. But that's, anyways, I wanted to digress. The point is, I'm back working with the animals every single day. I care for all the adult colubrids myself. I clean them, I feed them, I breed them, I collect eggs, and now I'm hatching the eggs. I also oversee, you know, the pythons. I feed a lot of the times. I set up babies, you know, certainly bred them this year. And it's amazing, you know. The fact is that I've reconnected and rekindled the passion. I always had it, but now it's even more so. And no matter what happens in the future, I'm always going to keep that in perspective. And really, I think what, you know, the other thing I was going to talk to you about is the fact that I've learned that, you know, life is so important. The people around you are so important. Your family, your friends, the people you interact on a daily basis. You know, the funny thing you guys may not know is that although I have business Facebook pages, I don't have a personal Facebook page anymore. So I don't have a news feed. I don't know what's going on out there on Facebook. And I got to be honest with you guys, and I challenge you for this, to be totally honest with you. Take a weekend or a week if you really have the guts and stay away from Facebook altogether. Don't follow it at all. Don't log on. Don't follow the news feed. Just walk away from it. You'll be amazed how much better your life is. Sure, there are times where there are people that I really enjoyed seeing what was going on with, and now I really don't know what's going on with. But you know what? They can pick up the phone and call me, or someone else can tell me, and life is so much better. So I think sometimes we get sucked into social media so bad, it starts to become an altered reality rather than living your life the way it is. So so that being said, I've tried this new thing in life where I'm working with animals, loving it to death, enjoying life, whether it's going out paddleboarding with Lori or Pokemon hunting with my son. It's pretty amazing, this new life, and I want you guys to understand that it's important that you try to find happiness in life as well, and whatever that may be. And then on to some business stuff. You know, I keep talking about the vlog being every day, but yet it keeps kind of getting pushed off. So listen guys, my thing is that hopefully by the time you guys are watching this video, we're going to be daily. So if that's the case, I will see you tomorrow. If that's not the case, very soon I'm going to see you every single day, Monday through Friday. Now I am a little bit worried about it because number one, I've got to have content every day, which means every day I'm going to have to film, and I'm going to have things that you guys want to watch, hopefully, and hopefully you guys aren't bored with it. So it's not just going to be snake stuff, it's not just going to be animal stuff, it's also going to be other things, and I hope you guys can deal with that. You know, the way I look at it is that we're going to do it for maybe 2 or 3 months, and if it becomes popular, then we're going to continue to do it. If you guys don't want to watch or the popularity doesn't grow, then we're going to be out, and we'll probably go back to maybe once a week or maybe twice a week at the most. But hopefully it's going to work. But you got to remember, it's a lot of work that goes into this. It's a lot of work filming it, editing it, putting it out there, promoting it, interacting with everybody. I love it, and I hope it goes well because I really want to be able to do this for years to come. But I also want you guys to know, if it doesn't work, then I can't keep doing it. If you know, 2,000 people watch the vlog, it's not going to be worth putting the amount of time and energy into it. So hopefully it'll be good. So go ahead and I encourage you to comment down below. Tell me all your thoughts. Tell me if you think it's a stupid idea. Tell me what else you might want to see. Let's keep the conversation going. I read all your comments. They mean a lot to me. I respond to as many of them as I possibly can. And so hopefully this thing will keep going. So hopefully by the time you are watching this, I can say, I'll see you tomorrow.